All right, we're live, and let's go back up to the top here and see who all came in first. We have Mike Sampson, we have Toga, Chris Uselton, Fishing and Freedom, we have Becky, we have JD, we have Jen Cantley, and we have 10 amazing people in here already.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So this is Want2Be Outdoors, a.k.a. Matt, or as I like to call him, Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
No, it's not like the cartoon, the movie Littlefoot. After Littlefoot, the smaller version of Bigfoot. Hello, Alicia Burnett.
What's going on, Alicia? Bob, how's it going? Big Mike.
351 Cleveland, Bottom Feeders Outdoors.
Hey, TJ Farron.
TJ, who's that?
351.
Okay. We got Mo Creek just came in.
Chris, what's going on? Hey, Rob.
Circle Hooks Productions. Hey, man, how you doing? Welcome. I want to cheat.
Do what?
I want to do like I did last time.
What?
Open up another window so you see chat and what's going on at the same time.
Hey, Clint, how's it going?
We got Catfish Headhunters in here. We got Maurice.
Maurice.
The number one subscriber to everybody's channel. We have Kevin with Palmetto Cats in here.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Polar Bear.
Hey, Circle Hook Productions, Clint, you caught some big monsters. Good job.
Hey, Serena, keeping it real.
Where?
In chat, and we got Shannon Milligan.
Mike Sampson.
Yeah, we got Mike. I call him Sappy though, but
oh. Squirrel, how's it going, Squirrel?
Mike Greenwell, how you doing, bud? I just cleaned it. I'm gonna have to take the and clean the lens again.
Mark said hello, Governor.
Catfishing Coffee in the house. Mark. Oops, wrong.
It's Squirrel. Who's Squirrel? David Smith, what's going on? Hey, after you left the other day, I started getting hits, and then I caught that blue. Those are guys fishing.
All right. Before we get started, I want to do a little bit of an announcement. We all know Randall that comes in chat. I don't remember his full channel name, but his wife is in the hospital. She has cancer, and in the description below is Dan's Creations PayPal link. He started a 24-hour fundraising thing for Randall and his wife. So if you'd like to make a donation, click on that PayPal and help them out. Plus, also send them prayers because they're going through a real rough time right now in the family. So, yeah, Randall's Rhinos. Thank you, Fishing for Freedom. Let's help them out. They're going through a really rough time right now. And we have 20 people in the house, Mr.
Awesome.
Foot. So give us a little bit of a background on you.
A little bit of a background. Are you taking notes?
No, this is just for everybody in chat.
Well, I was born and raised in Ohio, in a little town called Champion. About in 2009, in 1998, I went into the military. The reason I went in the military is because I lost a baseball scholarship when I received tendonitis in my elbow and I could no longer grip a baseball. And I went in the military, went in the Army, went in infantry, and did 10 years in the military. And I regret getting out, but my body thanks me. Art, you're taking notes. Leave that one out. We need to go to Art's house. Take him down.
Yeah, I said special ops in there.
But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed the military. A lot of the stuff I did. A lot of the training I had. It was very. Hey, Randall's here.
Hey, Randall.
How's it going, Randall? I hope everything's going good. I hope Tammy's doing better. I hope you're getting some rest as well, so you can be there for her. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that.
We got Chucky in the house.
Chunky?
Chucky. Fishing with a Chad. I call him Chucky.
Oh.
He did the story behind that. He did a likeness picture on him on Facebook a while back. And you know the movie Chucky?
Yeah.
That's what came up as his likeness.
Oh.
And I haven't let him forget it since then.
Okay.
I keep rising him about that one.
I sent him a meme about the one kid, I think it was Sandlot, the redhead.
Yeah.
When they were at the pool. He said, "Hey, babe," and he blew her a kiss and he waved. I thought it was funny. Ace, what's going on?
Hey, Ace, how you doing?
Yeah, Art, how you feeling? Are you still sore?
I'm sure he is. No, the one that should be sore after last night should be Josh after going in the water.
That was Art.
That was Josh. Art was on the bank.
Negative, Batman.
Well, I thought that was Josh that went in.
But yeah,
I thought that was Josh that went in.
But yes, I've fished my whole life. Never really. I'm not going to get into detail, but the people who taught me how to fish were my friends' families. But I mean, my family was there, but they just weren't there per se. But anyways, but yeah, I've catfished my whole life. Totally different story, totally different technique down south than it is up north. But I've always had a southern soul. So, I mean, coming to Arkansas after my military career was a no-brainer, or the South period. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? But yeah, I mean, I basically like to fish for whatever and, do whatever. As long as I'm outside, hence my name, want to be outdoors, because I always want to be outdoors. As long as I have a phone that is tied down somewhere and I don't drop it in the water again.
Yeah. If I can get someone to post Want to be outdoors links, and let's get him up over 100 subs tonight, and also post the Dance Creations link for his PayPal to help out Randall and his wife.
Yes, that is
So,
very awesome.
what got you into catfishing?
Uh, one of my friends, when I a long time ago, probably when I was about 6, one of my friends, his dad took me out on his boat, him and his dad, and we just started fishing. And he reeled in this. I think it was a channel cat, but he was fishing with a worm and bobber in the middle of the lake, and the bobber from the worm had to have been at least 16 feet. I mean, he just dropped it down. He reeled it in, and this thing's head was so massive, but the body was probably maybe 18 inches long.
Wow.
Yeah, so it looked like. Oh, crap. Sorry, that was a hook in my finger. It
That's
basically looked like this, but bigger, and
right.
like the body was like this. So, I mean, it looked like a Viking hatchet. That's how small it was. Yeah, it was crazy, and the fight was ridiculous. I've always liked catfishing. I've always liked any kind of fishing. I mean, as long as I'm fishing, especially walleye fishing in Lake Erie, perch fishing. Me and my cousins used to go perch fishing all the time. We used to before there was a limit. I guess there's a limit now. We used to fill up garbage bag fulls of perch, clean them, and just do a huge cookout.
No, catfishing Coffee, he goes after perch up in that area. Mark.
I think he goes. I don't think it's yellow perch though.
I'm not sure.
Art, you want to catch a walleye? They're fun. They are fun, and they are delicious. I'm going to say this. It's probably sacrilegious to say it on here, but I think walleye is one of the best tasting fish. Way better than catfish. If you cook it right.
All fish is better. Is good fish if you know how to cook it right.
True, but I mean, if you just take a piece of walleye and you season it just like salt and pepper, maybe some slapper mama, and get the fire going or the grill going, and put it on the grate and just let it cook like that, that's the best. That is the best way that you could cook that. But I just, I love eating all kinds of fish. The other day, I caught a 15-pound blue out of Central Arkansas. I let it go. I prayed. I was there for a few hours. I prayed hey, trophy seekers. I prayed just, to catch one fish because I was only down there for a few hours, and I got one. And I just let it go. I figured it was a blessing for me, so I released it.
I'm just pasting the link that's in the description up here.
Oh, okay. Chris, you are on fire tonight. You got the link fingers tonight.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't see Evan in here. Evan TV's in here. Awesome. That young man is going to be getting a Christmas in August, I guess, or end of July, with the pole and the reel and hat. I mean, he manned out like a bandit.
I know. These kids, I mean, it's good to get these kids out there and go fishing and all that, but man, they get just bam.
Yeah. Kevin.
What do you think of the Uncle Lou's rod?
I love Uncle Lou's rod. I love Uncle Lou's rod. I know this much. It can take a huge hit from a gar.
So, how big of a gar did you land on it?
I didn't land on it. It just hit it and bent it over.
Oh, wow.
It was like this in the river because the current was going. It was kind of like this, and it rested up like the fish came back with it, and it just slammed it. And I went over to get it, and it was gone. I mean, it didn't creak or anything, and it handled perfectly. Kevino, what's going on, man?
J Dog, I didn't watch it yet because I was at work. I've been busy the last couple of days, but I'm going to go back and watch it. So, what line do you like to use, braid or mono?
Both. I use both on my casting reels. I use mono. On my spinning, I use braid, and I use Power Pro. I use Power Pro on my. Hey, Josh.
Hey,
hello. But I use Power Pro, obviously. I won't use any other braid. And I use, as of right now, what is that, Berkeley Big Game? Like, everybody else, I guess.
Okay. What pound test do you normally run?
I have different pounds on different rods. The rods I was using on the Big River, I have my braid. I think it's 50 pound. I think it's 50-pound braid on my Big River. And on my other spinning rods, I have 30-pound braid. And
Wow.
my mono is, the mono rods that I have are, I think, 40. And the leaders are basically either a 5 pounds above or 5 pounds below whatever the main line is. Depends on where I'm at.
Hey, Uncle Lou, welcome.
Uncle Lilu, his ears must have been itching.
Lilu?
That's why I call him Uncle Lilu.
Okay. Hey,
because his name on here is Uncle Lou, and then he has a Facebook, Uncle Lee. Yeah.
I just blew my mind where you said it. We got Paris Outdoors in the chat.
Polar Bear, what's up, Chad? Larry, how's it going, buddy?
Larry. Oh, 3+1 Outdoors.
Jerry, how's it going? Parker Pursuit.
Now, you boat fish or you bank fish?
I bank. I have a kayak, but I bank a lot.
Now, how comfortable do you feel in the kayak?
Pretty comfortable.
For being a big guy.
I modified it. It's pretty comfortable. I put it to where it's closer to the front. There's two settings. One setting is like you're basically flat, and then the other setting you're kind of lean back.
Okay.
The first setting I put in is flat, and what I did is I took a piece of PVC pipe and a piece of like 1x1 wood, and I cut it the length of the bar of the seat in the back to where what it did is it basically elevated me 4 inches higher than I usually was. So I'm basically up higher, and I sit better, and I'm more comfortable. But yeah, it handles pretty good. I mean, unless you're trying to operate a phone or anything like that, then, might drop it in the water, per se.
No, what's the difference between the life vest that you have to use it to wear in the kayak versus the boat?
There's a difference between life jackets and PDFs.
So it's a little bit more comfortable for you in the kayak.
I'm gonna be honest. Where I fish, I don't wear one.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, because I just don't. I'm a strong swimmer. I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, when you get knocked out in the head or whatever, you're not a strong swimmer anymore." Well, I get that, but you know, I do have a PDF where it
Automatically
blows up.
deploys.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't wear one.
We have Mindy in the house. We have Parker Pursuits. Jay's Catfishing. Sunfish Assassin.
Hello, Mindy.
That's one woman I want to get on here one time as
Mindy?
a guest. Yeah. There's Dan's creation.
I can't stop playing. I can't stop messing with Lyle's jig.
You what?
I can't stop messing with Lyle's jig.
Yeah, one of these times you can be drawing blood getting poked by them things. Them things are deadly sharp.
Yeah, they are. That's what happened. I went over to grab this knife and it stuck in my hand.
Dan, are you home yet? Dan's Creations.
Ozark, guys, that's completely up to you. You do what makes you feel comfortable.
What did he say?
Should I do lives or should I do videos?
It's whatever makes you feel comfortable, Ozark.
Are you gonna go to live from Table Rock? Are you gonna do a video from there, or are you gonna do it somewhere else? Yeah.
Hey, Real Gals Fish. Welcome. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, bell notification, and the thumbs up. And please go over to Want2beoutdoors channel and subscribe to him, watch a video, and leave a comment.
Oh, thanks, Alicia. Oh, Dan's here. She was talking to Dan. Never mind.
Dan, are you home yet?
He said he's too tired to type everyone's name.
Yeah, he's been up for 24 hours.
Yes.
All right, Dan, I'm going to post a link in chat for you and Randall to come up for a minute. That link is just for Randall and Dan's Creations, no one else.
Wow, that was rude.
Well, if I do that, everybody's going to come up. But I'm just doing this for Dan because he's going to give us an update on the donation for Randall, and he wanted to talk with Randall face to face for a minute.
Okay, I was just joking.
J Dog, this is a setup for. We already had this planned earlier.
Do what?
Hey, Lynn. I talked to Dan earlier saying I'd bring him up for a little bit to give updates on the donations and give me a chance to talk to Randall on live.
Oh, yeah. It's okay, J-Dog. It's okay. It'll be okay.
J-Dog, you're still good.
Tom. Who's Tom?
I'm just going to start calling you JD from now. Your mind's getting overwhelmingly big.
Hey, Lynn. How's it going?
Yeah, I haven't seen Lynn live in like forever.
Yeah.
So What's your personal best blue?
Personal best 30. I'd say 32. I was gonna say 30. I really don't. When I fish, I really don't measure or weigh the fish just because I forget. I have a memory issue from my military, but it was 32 that day. I did measure it, and or I did weigh it. It was about 33. I downsized to 32. Uh, the same day, I caught a 5-foot alligator gar on a Walmart special catfish pole. I think it was like 5 foot. The pole was like 5 foot long, and it took two of us to get it in because it was snagged in the river where I was fishing, the same place I videoed, and we had to basically pass the rod back and forth and try to get deeper and deeper into the water to get the fish unstuck. It was scary being in there with a 5-foot alligator gar trying to get it unstuck out of the water or out of the rocks.
I'd like to say hi to Lyle of Catfish Weekly and welcome.
Lyle, how's it going? I'm just sitting here playing with your jigs.
He's already poked himself 4 times, Lyle.
I already poked myself a bunch of times. These things are awesome. I mean, I've had them for a while, but I just like looking at them and using them.
Yeah, real girl fishing. Alligator guards like anything shiny. If it looks like a bait fish or a fish, they're going to hit it.
Yeah.
And we got one person coming up in here. Hey, Dan.
Hello.
Oh boy.
All right, let me put this phone in the tripod.
I don't know if Randall's coming up or not.
I do not know.
I put the link out there for him.
Hi, baby girl. He never said anything about that. It would be nice if he would. But if he doesn't, hold on. Are you guys hearing air noise? Let me turn the fan down. I'm still sweating. I'm still sweating my ass off, so I need the fan. Been in the AC the whole drive home.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, hey, we got Rhino. We got Mr. Randy.
Rhino.
He told me he likes to go by Randy. He said that in the stream one time.
Randy.
All right, hold on a minute. Everybody in chat, please keep Randy and his wife in your thoughts and prayers. They're going through a real rough time right now. It's up to Randy to go through it if he chooses.
You lost signal.
They are in need of help. So there's a donation link in my description for Dan's Creations to help. That's all going to go toward Randy's finances. So with that all said, here's Dan's Creations.
I can wait. I'm ready for Randy to come back up.
Okay.
Like I said, I want him to be able to see and hear this right off the bat. All right, taking her for a walk. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured when he comes back up, we could do a prayer for him and Tammy and his family.
That'd be perfectly fine.
That'd be perfect.
Somebody would have to lead that, Chad. If you're any good with that, I am not. Oh. I am not good at leading any kind of prayer.
Where are you? It's still daylight there?
Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma, sir. Yep, still daylight.
I know a little bit about praying, but I'm not the best person in prayers.
That's still crazy. I'm in Arkansas, and it's dark.
I mean, we got the sun coming down. I'm trying to quit sweating up as soon as I got out of the truck. All right, let me turn this fan off. I'll suffer.
Hey, Randy, how's it going? How you feeling, brother?
I'll suffer for a few minutes. All right. We got Randy in here. Mr. Rhino, Mr. Randall. I think you said everybody calls you Randy, right?
Yeah, most everybody calls me Randy.
Okay, that's why I call you Randy now, because I do remember you saying that in the chat one time. So I hope she's in high spirits right now. Definitely hope you are. What's that?
Didn't hear what you said, Randy.
I got an echo. I don't know.
You got an echo? Yeah, I don't. As soon as I clicked on the link, it shut my YouTube down. So since I'm on my phone.
Oh yeah, you won't be able to go on that link to YouTube.
Alicia, I am in Arkansas.
Oh, geez. Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Matt. I don't know why I look at you and I thought you were Chad.
No. I don't want to be looking at Chucky for 2 hours.
Oh wow, that's
Sorry, Matt.
That's. I gotta go.
You stay put.
Oh, buddy. All right, Randy.
Got that one.
Anything any better?
Sorry.
All right. Are you hearing good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna break it to everybody here. You're all gonna hear it first, and like I said, this all came just from the time that I started until the time that I got my stuff loaded, or I got up to the truck and loaded the truck, got my PayPal check. And there was some money sent to me and Alicia to help us both. And neither one of us feel it's right to accept that. So we are keeping that. We were told to do as we wish with that money. So Randy, that money's going to you. The only money I am keeping is some money that is a minimal amount. It was $30. There was, I think, $50 sent to you and $30 for me to get a battery pack for my phone. So I'll either do that or I will just kind of help that and cover my expenses for bait and gas and everything for this trip. I just got a new battery pack and I got one that I still have to get back. But so I'm dragging on, but I'm just going to tell you, after that $30 takeoff, brace yourself, because the total donations minus that $30 is $964 in a 24-hour period.
That's freaking awesome.
And plus whatever we can get off tonight's live stream.
Tonight, like I said, the next week is a free-for-all. Anybody able and capable to help out. But that's almost $1,000 to help Randy and Tammy out.
That's awesome.
For any of you that's in chat that wants to donate, there's a PayPal link to Dan's Creations. All that money will go directly to Dan's Creations, and he'll get it to Randy.
So, yeah, I didn't know what kind of turnout I was going to have on this, and I'm glad I went in on Stan's live earlier after I had to end the second take, and I'm happy that I did, because I went in there and talked to Stan, and everybody saw what was going on, and Stan was able to share it. Other people saw it. There's still some heavy hitters from this community that never showed up, and I'm kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I'm as happy as can be with what we had, because just the third segment, which was only 9 hours, just over 9 hours, when I looked at it, had 349 views. And,
That's awesome.
you know, I didn't do this for subscribers or anything.
All I
In
actually would say.
I went from 232, 233 in a matter of no time up to 252, I think it is.
That's awesome.
And I didn't do this for subscribers. I don't care. But Randy, $964 just for today, just for what we had. Just for what we had in 24 hours, brother.
That's an awesome blessing.
But Randy, you're part of this family. So's your wife.
Thank you, Thank you, Matt.
We need to step up and take care.
Dan, Elisa, everybody. I don't know what to say. I was hoping. I was hoping to praise, and this is really good enough.
You guys want to go ahead and pray real quick?
Yeah, we can pray.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody, let's stop.
Everybody, we're going to pray for Randy and Tammy and their family and their wellness. And,
please don't leave a single comment in the chat. Please leave a moment of silence until we're done.
Yeah, please let's have a moment of silence.
Starting now.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we come to you today as a big, huge family with their arms wide open for Tammy and Randy. We pray that you shine the light of the Holy Spirit upon them, dear Lord. Keep them strong, keep them protected, dear Lord. Keep them next to you and allow them to be home safely in their own home with one another. I pray that you just be with Tammy and continue the fight with her, dear Lord, and continue to bring her closer to you and Randy closer to you, dear Lord. And I pray that you just heal them. In your glorious name I pray. Amen.
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 And thank you, Lyle.
Thank you, Matt. And I am not seeing the chat.
Thank you. All of you.
Thank you, Lyle, for the PayPal that you sent.
It's a big deal.
Okay, if more people have donated, that's great. Like I said, to anybody that's in here, there are plenty of people in here that did not show up into the live, and I did not see in the stands. So I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to leave this open, and it's always open. Any money that comes, and if you make a PayPal donation to my channel following that link, any of these videos, please leave a note on there saying that this is for Randy and Tammy. And like I said, it'll be a never-ending thing as long as my channel is up and this video is up. If people say they see this video, the live, and they see what I'm doing and they want to donate to it, any of that money is going to Randy. But
thank you, Dan. Thank you.
What I propose is I'm going to hold on to all this money. I'm going to give it a week, and I'm going to see what kind of more traction we can get just within the next week until, we'll call it till next Sunday night. And if Avid will have me back up, we'll have Randy back up. I'll give another total. I'll let everybody know on Sunday night.
Remind me, Dan, okay?
Okay, I will. I hate when you sniff a booger up in your. Oh, that's horrible.
Thank you, Brad Cottle. Brad's going to donate too.
Yeah.
Asking for Brad to do that for me too.
Okay, somebody's audio is really messed up.
I think it's Randy's.
I think it's where he has his.
Oh.
Yeah, I have
Okay. Yeah, Randy. Randy, I think you're talking about Brad Caudill.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, your audio is a little muffled and hard to hear. Oh, you're gone. Okay. anyways, he should still be there regardless. Unless anybody has seen that, Brad Codill has made the offer or the proposal that anybody that makes any order for any sinkers, anything from him within the next week until the end of next Saturday night, he will donate 50% of the proceeds of all sales of his weight sinkers. I don't know if that counts towards if he does anything else, but all proceeds of 50% of all sales within the next week will go towards Randy and Tammy.
You have to keep in mind that Randy's in the hospital, so his service is going to be
right.
Kind of sketchy.
He's going to be butchered there.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's been able to log into their Wi-Fi. I mean,
he's
should
in
be
the chat
able to.
right. He's in the chat right now. He just said sorry in the hospital.
Okay, that's understandable. We've all been there, or I mean, a lot of us have. But yeah, Brad has offered to donate 50% of the proceeds of any sales over the next week. So that hopefully a lot of people over the next week are going to need big orders on sinkers.
Yeah, I'm sure there's always people ordering sinkers all week from the catfish community. So
right,
Randy, just remember that you and Tammy have a bigger family than you realize, and just
exactly.
let Tammy know that we're all here for you guys, and that we're going to continue to be here.
Definitely, and
we'll try our best to get you going and keep you guys in our thoughts and prayers, and try to get more donations sent your way.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't know how long this thing was going on. I didn't know how long he was dealing with that. I was just in the chat the other night, and somebody had asked and said something about how is his wife doing.
That's awesome, Dan Thompson. Thank you.
Yeah, that was me, Dan. I've been sharing his updates from YouTube to all the pages on Facebook.
Right. Well, I didn't know anything about it, so I kind of asked him questions in the chat, and try to let him know I care just by trying to get information and wonder how she's doing and what's going on. And through that and after that, I popped up with the idea, and it was just like, this is, I've seen a lot of people offer their prayers, but I had not seen anybody really kind of trying to offer to help or do anything. And it just,
you're doing like what I did for Maurice Cason with him,
right?
And his wife, when she's going through the cancer,
right?
I got the PayPal link for him and did that.
Yeah, and see, I was still kind of young in this community when all that stuff going on with Maurice was going on. I talked to Maurice, but I didn't know anything was going on with him. I didn't know what was going on with his wife or anything else. And it was over and done with before I really knew what was happening.
Right.
And to hear and see the way everybody came together for that, that's
mind blowing.
I asked Alicia. I had texted her like that night. I think it was just, it's now Sunday. I've been up since noon or a little before noon yesterday. Friday or Thursday. I think it was probably Thursday that I found out about, and then it just popped into my head, and I planned it from Thursday, and I just said I'm going to do it. I set the wheels in motion. I didn't realize how many people were going live this weekend. I didn't realize the multiple tournaments. I didn't think about the meet and greet and think about the other people that were going to be going live, and all these big names that everybody packed the house in their chats, but I had a thought that eventually I would, some people will come in. I think at the highest, I had 20, maybe a couple over 20.
Actually, your highest was 38.
38 people in chat? Huh.
Yeah, I've been
Well,
following you
if
for
I
a
had 38, that's freaking awesome. I mean, the support that this got, especially after going into Stan's Live and getting people to share it, it was mind blowing, and it helped. It made a big difference. You know, like say if you look at Stream Part 1, which I did, that was the beginning. Got to get over here. Other way.
Right.
That was the beginning, and I did have some phone problems. My phone overheated because the sun was coming in from the west, or it was setting in the west, and I was facing the west. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there thinking my phone wasn't cooling off when I had the little yellow danger symbol or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, it was because I didn't have the stupid cable plugged into the battery pack good enough. Yeah, I know. And then when I finally realized, yeah, it was user error. That was my bad. The damn thing didn't go in. When it went in kind of crooked and it stopped. But
Bud, we all have that problem.
That was user error. Hold on just a second. Let me. Okay.
Hey, Randy, just want to let you know we all love you guys very much too.
Yes. Okay, so
for what you're doing.
I just got a text from my friend Casey that was out there, that came and helped out. You know, after she had done left and had dinner with her family and or lunch with her family and everything, she brought me ice and hung out for the rest of the time. But she just texted me and said that our other friend Sid wanted her to give some more cash to donate. She didn't specify an amount, but there's going to be some more money from a person who's not even involved in any of this.
Man, that's amazing.
Somebody that's not a YouTube person, somebody that just was told about what's going on, and they want to help the cause. You know,
there's
even
people out there that care.
Yeah, if it's $5, I don't care. You know, I don't think anybody cares, but it's just the fact that somebody outside of all of this is willing to help. And that means a lot.
Somebody outside the community, outside the family. Basically, you know, someone you just meet on the street, they're like, here you go.
Right.
I mean, that's mind blowing to see someone off the streets to say, here, give this much donations to them and don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
if
definitely.
you keep that open until like the 1st or a little bit after the 1st, I'm sure we'll get more.
What's that? Keep it open? Well, like I said, it's always going to be open. I have not looked at the calendar. I don't know what's today right now. The 25th. So the 1st is next weekend. I'm going to say.
Give me a minute. Oh, shut up, phone.
The
1st is be next Sunday.
Okay. I mean, the 1st. You said we can keep it open until the 1st. I mean, like I said, it's going to stay open.
Right.
But I was just kind of proposing a whole give it an extra week to see what comes in just in that first week. And then we can get that money sent to Randy. And then we can keep a tally. We can keep things going, whatever keeps coming in. You know, that I don't care.
For those of you that are just coming in or came back in, Dan is helping Randy and Tammy at Randall's Rhinos Outdoors to raise funds for for their needs right now. Because Tammy's in a hospital and she's
got stage 3 carcinoma cancer.
Thank you. So any donations and prayers and thoughts going their way is greatly appreciated. And we have a link in the description to the PayPal link, or Alicia in chat can post the link again. And you can make donations to Dan and he'll make sure all the funds go to Randy. Just put in the comments to the PayPal, Randy and Tammy.
All right, sorry, Clint, Circle Hooks. I've been keeping the video picture up so I can see, but well, at least reading the chat right here, it's transparent where I can kind of see the video. So I'll try to look at the screen and the chat and see what's going on and who said what. But yeah, Clint, Circle Hook Productions, I appreciate you saying hi and being here. Everybody else, this was this was a selfless act on my part, and I just, like I said, I didn't want anything to come of it on my end. And, if in the future some things I get a little bit of benefit out of it,
Well, you never know how God's going to bless you in the future.
right.
For someone else.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's just, I always say I'm going to do things and I don't do them. Or I say I'm going to do something and it takes me a long time to get after it. Or I make an excuse as to why I shouldn't or why I can't do it right now, why I can't get after it. Well, this was one thing that, to me, with the losses I've dealt with, my mom, my grandma, just, 2 weeks apart back in November and December, numerous family and friends having died in the last several years. And seeing what my dad is going through and me, myself, having to go through these things. But like I said, with him, he says she's been the love of his life since they were 14, or he was 14.
Dan, to interrupt you right now, but Toga just sent another one, and he forgot to put Randy and Tammy on it.
Okay, say that again.
Randy's just sent another donation to you. Oh, not Randy, but Toga sent you another donation.
Uh-huh.
You got to put Randy and Tammy on
it. Okay. Tom, good Lord, Tom. You're
amazing, Tom.
Guys, Tom has been very instrumental in some of the financial additions, donations, and just, hell, he stuck with us the whole damn night. And he finally went to sleep for a little while, and he came back and he stuck the rest of the day out with us. I mean, that's a trooper. That's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, this is...
I mean, I'm not trying to keep count, but last time I was in your live, last 3 lives you had, he rocked you.
Well, I try. I try to.
Tom has rocked you.
Yeah.
I was there yesterday. I was on my TV.
Right.
I can't respond on my TV, but I liked it from my.
Oh, that's all right, Matt. My brother did the same thing for a while. He was watching from his TV.
I finally got my laptop from my daughter, so I was able to be on my laptop.
That's okay. I'll pass that along.
Lyle, that's all right.
Lyle Stokes was not able to put Randy and Tammy on his donation when he sent it in.
Well, like I said, right now, you guys, you don't have to put a message right now on it. Like I said, any donation that comes to my channel, unless there is a specified note on there saying it's for me, or Alicia tried to be there to help something. But I mean, today was all about Randy. I really can't. Neither one of us, we don't feel right about taking it. And like I said, the only thing I took was that I'm accepting that $30, and hell, I'll count that towards the damn gas that I put in my truck.
Greedy.
Or yeah, greedy. I know.
No, that ain't greedy.
Or the money I spent on gas and bait, whatever. Hell, but I'm only taking that $30 just because I'm broke as hell, and $30 can help a little bit, anyways. But like I said, $994 total, including that $30. That's a good feat.
Yeah,
that's very, very. That's awesome for the short amount of time that it was there.
By the time this is over, this live is over, I'm almost betting you'd be close to 1,000.
Yeah. Well,
tonight.
I mean that.
Tonight alone, I'd say you could bust 1,000.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean this was never a challenge. It was never, hey, I bet I can do this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, I know. I'm saying from my side, if anybody ever had that thought, and not you, Abbott, definitely. I would not think that you had that thought, but from anybody, there was never a challenge. It was, to me, just thinking, because if you grew up, most all of us grew up through a lot of y'all grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s. You know, they used to have the telethons. Those things ran 24 hours, right?
They ran for anywhere from 24 to 72 hours.
Right.
From Friday night to almost like Sunday night at midnight.
Yeah,
right.
all weekend usually.
The Jerry Lewis telethon, Bob Barker telethon.
Yeah. Well, you know, if 12 hours to me, sitting out there, sitting on my butt fishing, trying to catch fish, that's nothing to me. I don't get tired after 12 hours. My butt and my back might get a little sore from sitting wrong, but I don't get tired 12 hours.
Oh,
And it was about being tired. It was just, I thought 24 hours was a good way of getting the best exposure that I could get.
I know what Maurice and Randy was going through. I know what your pain is, Dan, because I lost a couple of close friends to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we got something,
I'm happy to hear that, brother.
We can help someone fight to survive this cancer and pray for them.
Yeah. You know, it just, you know, especially after I already had the thought before I saw Randy's video, before I saw his video update. And when I saw that, it freaking broke my heart. And that just pushed me all the more to want to do this. And I was nervous as hell Friday thinking about this happening, thinking I wouldn't get very much exposure or very many people coming in, hanging out. But I had some of the best crowd to spend 24 hours with that I could have asked for. You know?
Yeah, when the first one he put up about his wife and basically just explained what was going on, I just lost it. I just started tearing up, and it just hit me, you know. And I knew I could have did more, but I knew I had to at least share. You know, I shared it out and sent it to a bunch of people, and you know, and I didn't know he was going through that until the first video he put out.
Right.
And then that's when, you know, everything started coming together. Everybody started seeing it more and more and more. You shared it, you know. So it's just, everybody just needs to be more, predominant in this community.
Right.
It's not all about the glitz and glamour, you know.
Oh, no. You know, there was no glitz and glamour in my life. There were 3 catfish in my 24-hour live, but you know what? I got my PB, which was only 8 pounds on a blue, but it freaking rocked my world. And I caught 2 of them. And to me, it was exciting as all hell because I hadn't caught a fish that big. I don't fish. Well, I mean, we do have big fish in the waters that I fish, but I've only hooked onto one of them, and I was not prepared for it, and I had my drag too tight, and I lost it. But to be able to catch those 2 great fish in a live that I was doing to help somebody, I almost feel like it was just meant to be. That I was meant to catch those fish and add some kind of excitement and happiness to my stream, to Randy's stream, Randy and Tammy's stream, because that's what it was. It was their stream. I was just running it. So, I watched that first video, the one where he's talking about how he lost his boys and everything. It about had me breaking down. And I've got a 4.5-year-old right now. And he'll actually be 5 at the end of October. And granted, his kids were older than my son, but it would kill me. I don't know where I would be if that happened to me. So he is strong that he's made it through so much that he's made it through. And hopefully, God willing, Tammy's going to make her way out of that hospital, and she's going to get back to being as healthy as possible, and she's going to be able to have a happy life.
be able to move forward, and they'll be able to, put this behind them and learn from it, and just know that there's more people out there for support. Know that there's more of us out there.
Yeah.
Tom, you're killing it today. You're rocking.
Yeah, no kidding, Tom.
He just sent another one.
I see that in the chat. I saw that.
That guy is just amazing.
Randy's not on camera, and I don't know if he's crying or not, but I'm about to. Just for Randy.
Oh wow!
And I'm a crier. I'm
not a crier, but I tell you what, it's enough to jerk a tear.
Do what?
It's enough to jerk a tear after watching what he's been doing. Plus, watching those updates that Randy's been doing, it's hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not a crier. I'm always a strong silent type.
Yeah.
And watching those videos, it's like trying to rip the heart out of your chest.
It hurts your heart because you can feel it.
It does.
Right. Yeah. It. Anybody that's had to deal with loss, it rips your heart out.
Oh, I know what he's going through and the pain.
Yeah.
I know I know what it's like having people go through cancer.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I need a super hot shower or soak in a tub for a couple hours. All my back and shoulder muscles are tight as hell, and I'm actually not even tired.
No,
I'm not tired. I'll probably still be awake till freaking midnight or 1 o'clock now.
Adrenaline.
Of course, I haven't eaten anything since my dad brought me my breakfast burrito this morning from Sonic.
Well, you need
And
to
that
go
was a blessing.
You're gonna get sick. You better eat something.
Yeah,
I will. I'm sure there's something in the house I can eat. But yeah, this was an experience, and it was a really good one.
Now, if you ever want to, since you're out of hours of doing lives, let me know if you want to do another one tomorrow for Randy, and I'll let you go on my StreamYard and do it.
I ain't going back out fishing tomorrow.
No, I'm just saying, if you do. Even if you do it next weekend, just let me know, and I can put you on my live stream.
Right.
And do it that way.
Okay. Got to be great because, I really don't have the money to be able to, pay $25, $26 a month for the service that, I would use it. You guys know I'll get on camera and I'll sit there and talk. I'll talk all you don't want me to, but I got a lot of things coming up here before long.
Try to set up do a collab video next weekend for Randy.
Oh yeah.
On my channel, so that way we can keep it going as long as we want on a Saturday.
Randy,
Hello, Jason Lamb.
Wipe those tears and just give her a big kiss.
Yeah, give her a big hug for us, would you?
Yeah, definitely. Give her a big hug and tell her we all love her, and tell her that we're all here for her, with her, praying for her, and if she ever needs anything, you ever need anything, just reach out.
Yeah, we're all here. Thank you, David Smith.
Now, would you have any questions for Want to Be Outdoors, Dan?
Why are you still calling me at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, asking me those bad questions that I don't want to answer?
You keep sending me the wrong stuff.
Well, dude, I'm not a good photographer. Don't ask me to send you pictures like that.
Well, you need to practice.
Yes,
those 90-year-olds need to sit still.
You're not supposed to have good comebacks like that, all right? God, all right. No, Matt, you're in what part of Arkansas?
Northern.
Well, there's a lot of northern Arkansas.
North Arkansas.
What city?
Ashflat.
Huh?
Ash Flat.
I have no clue where that's at. I mean, is that anywhere near like Eureka Springs or
Mammoth Springs?
Eureka Springs?
He's by Mammoth Spring.
I don't know where Mammoth Springs is. So are you in northeastern or northwestern or what?
Central.
North Central. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so all right.
I'm about 30 minutes from Missouri, Missouri state line.
Okay. I get you. Well, actually, hell, Eureka Springs is in Missouri, isn't it?
No, it's in Arkansas.
It's in Arkansas.
Sorry, I'm delirious, and we always ride up there when we go to the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue bike rally. And
It was just set in the mountains, basically, Dave.
I'm just ass backwards right now, so yeah.
Isn't that normal though for you?
Every now and then.
Well, that's more normal for him than every now and then. Especially when he stays up half the night in the shop welding.
No, at the moment, I really don't have any questions for Mr. Matt. I just, I enjoy talking to Matt. When he's in the chats, he's a lively character. He's fun to talk to and banter with.
Yeah, he is. I got to give you that.
He is a character, which I think a few of us really are. And me and Matt, I think we kind of match wits a lot of times, and it's fun to go back and forth.
Oh, by the way,
you don't want us drinking beer together. I don't know.
Yeah,
you can keep Debbie.
You might want us drinking beer together. Okay, yes, Abbott?
You can keep Debbie that does Dallas.
What?
Hey, you're the one who said your door is open to Debbie's.
I ain't going to go any further. I just had to throw that back out at him.
Hey, you just said your door's open to Debbie's. You didn't say which kind, little, big.
Little Debbie's. I didn't say.
No, you just said your door's open. You just said your door's open to Debbie's. You didn't say little or big.
Avid, you nasty.
Hey, he threw that last one in there, so I threw it back at him.
Somebody's
I
throwing
threw the last one because it was fun. Yes, Chris Usselton. Okay, hey, I'm gonna set this straight for everybody that's in here. Chris Usselton. That's how you say his name. Usselton, not Uselton.
Oh, he said Uselton last time on Catfish Weekly, and I'm like, okay.
I think somebody misheard because his name is the same as a teacher that I had in elementary school, and me and him I pointed out, and he's like, hell yeah, Dan, good job. So a lot of people say Uselton, and I try to correct them in the chats by spelling it out in simple terms, but I don't think many people catch it. But I just figured I would.
Freedom. I just came from there today, and I had to go. What?
Huh?
Huh?
What? Sorry, I was talking and you were talking under me.
Is that better than talking over you?
Well, yeah. I ain't a bottom.
Abbott said you were the catcher.
You said you were the catcher.
I'm the umpire.
Hey, PG.
No, Fishing Freedom said that he fishes for trout where I fish, and I just came there today. Came back from there today.
I'm glad you.
We got kids watching this show. We have kids watching this show.
I'm sorry, but Matt, you about walked into that one.
Just remember, there's kids watching this show.
I know. I'm trying to be good. It's hard to take the
trout fishing. I was talking about trout fishing.
Trouser.
Trout.
Hey.
All right. Anyway, sorry. I will. Okay. No more adult innuendo. I apologize. We're moving on. No. So to answer Abbott's question, I really at this point in time don't have any questions for Matt. I need to watch more of his videos and try to get some kind of idea, a little better idea of what he's into with his fishing and everything else. And maybe eventually I'll have some more questions I'd like to ask him. But I just, just make a comment that I appreciate Matt and all the time he spends in the chat, just being part of it. He showed up and, he talks. He's part of the group. Oh, how cute is that? But, he's a pretty cool guy. Even if he does have that 1970s paneling on the wall in the house.
I don't think you heard that last comment.
I don't think you heard that one.
I heard it. I was talking to my daughter.
Okay.
We're painting it. This house was just bought, so. Grace, come here.
No.
Come here.
Chris Hustleton, no, it was a woman. I cannot remember her first name. Stephen Corley, glad to see you guys in here. Tom, big question is, where's the nearest bed? I am sitting on the overhead door.
Behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
bed.
That bed's full of fishing stuff, so.
Hey, you just roll over and get hooked once, that's it.
Yeah.
Or twice. Maybe 3 times.
Okay, once, twice, 3 times what?
You get hooked 3 times, you won't feel it until you wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking out. Apparently, we had a storm rolling in. I'm seeing lightning out in the sky.
Yeah, you're starting to crack up, too.
Am I?
Yeah.
That's just his face, Evan.
Yeah, that's just this ugly mug. Like I said, yeah, we got lightning rolling in from the west, so I might actually unload most everything from the truck tonight instead of just the fish.
All right.
Chris, that's funny.
I'm not even tired right now. Am I echoing?
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not even tired right now.
Someone's echoing now.
I don't know where mine's coming from. I can leave and come back. Avid, if you want to post another link. And
Hey, Fishing Freedom, get a hold of me. Message me on my something. We'll meet up at Mammoth Spring or something like that, wherever you guys are.
Okay,
I know I've been talking to Ozark guys fishing about Table Rock and stuff. So.
Okay, give us a little innuendo on what you look for when you're bank fishing to fish in certain spots.
Water.
Duh.
Just rocks, jetties, points, maybe structure. It all depends. Depends on where I'm at. Depends on what the lake is. I guess it's just. I really don't know. I just go with my gut. I don't really have anything particular, but those I just listed are mainly what I look for. The structure, the points. If there's a point or a jetty, then I look for that. And, what kind of bait fish, like if there's, panfish or stuff like that, then.
Yeah. What's your bait that you like to use for your catfish?
Bait?
Yeah.
Skipjack, shad, brim.
okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Have you ever tried carp or Asian carp or suckers for bait?
Hey, have a good night, Tom. We appreciate everything you're doing for everybody, and I'm sure you and Dan and Elisa will be in touch.
Yeah, Tom. Have an awesome night.
Hey, Randy. I can't thank you enough for. I was afraid of. Like I said, I never got to say this earlier, and there's a reason why I did not. There's a reason why I did not make it public as to what I was doing. I did make a few comments and state that I was trying a special 24-hour deal. And it was a tough road, and I was nervous in the fact that I was afraid I was going to do something and have like 5 people show up and not really get anything. But oops, it worked out. I just had to jump in head first and do it. But I did not.
You had a good turnout.
Yeah, and I didn't want to get. I didn't want Randy to know about it beforehand and him sit there and
try to talk you out of it.
Like trying to say, no, don't do it. I don't want you to do this. No, it's not right. But when somebody's trying to do something for you, you kind of don't have that option.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I stepped in and helped Maurice and his wife.
Yeah.
Started up the PayPal link for them and everything. And once they was able to take it over, they took it over.
Right. And I didn't have time to think about anything like that. But I said, anytime anything ever comes up, it's going to be for him unless specified otherwise.
Right. But see, it's more of a GoFundMe page I set up for him.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can keep it going as long as they needed it to for the medical expenses and all that.
Yeah. But
next time I'm going to do something like that, be a PayPal account for him.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm happy I was able to help and bring some smiles to, I think I brought smiles to quite a few more people than just Randy and Tammy.
Right.
I had messages. Hell, his neighbor was in the chat. His neighbor and friend, she came in there and just wanted to thank me for what I was doing. And she told me, she's like, I'm their neighbor and friend, and it's just a really special thing you're doing for them. And people coming in, and I had all kinds of names coming in that I've never seen, and people thanking me and telling me how nice it was and everything else.
Yeah, that was amazing what you did.
It made me feel good, and I felt like I was doing something important, which I haven't really. I've been working on some of these trophies and making them and everything, and I feel important for doing that. But this whole thing, it put a whole different. It's a whole different feel.
Hey, Want to Be Outdoors, Fishing and Freedom wants to know if you have a Facebook page.
I do.
Would you like to share it out with him?
Just look up. Okay. Look up Want2beoutdoors.
On Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook. You should see that mug on the profile picture.
Really?
Chris Usselton, I am just outside of Oklahoma City to the east. I've been in Moore for the last 16, 17 years, but circumstances, I am staying back in Choctaw, Oklahoma at the moment.
Hey, that's a Facebook picture you had to look at.
But, yeah.
There you go, Fishing Freedom.
You cried a river the last. Randy says, we've cried a river the last 2 weeks, and the last day and a half we cried at the love. That means something right there.
It does.
Now, Chris, CHOCTAW, like the Indian tribe.
Choctaw.
Choctaw. Like chocolate with a taw at the end. Except for the lip. But this is, I'm not going to continue to make this whole thing about me or what I did. I'm avid. You've got this thing going on with Matt here. So I do have a question, and I don't know if I've missed anything else. Matt, what are your favorite types of what's your favorite setting to fish?
Setting as in like rig?
As in, no, setting as in like Is it bank fishing off in a lush? You know what kind of, do you like open lakes with open banks? Do you like wooded?
Kind of like everything, really.
Boat fisherman.
Somewhere that's easier for me to get to.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my abilities that are kind of lacked. But a lot of places I like to back into with my Jeep and fish. Or I'll, you know, somewhere, if I can't get to somewhere, then I'll put my kayak in and go there. But mainly bank.
Mainly bank. Okay.
That's Maurice.
That's awesome. We love you too, Maurice.
We've helped him out when his time of need was. Now it's our turn to do the same thing with Randall and his family. But I forgot what I was going to ask. Right part. I know you do banks. Do you prefer riprap banks, muddy banks, sandy bank? What to fish?
Basically anything. My poles are always in my Jeep. If I see something where I want to fish, I'll stop.
Normally in the spring, I'll fish and run sandy banks because I know the cat's gonna be up there where it's easier to make beds and everything.
Yeah, but in the rocks they feed.
Right. And if you find little overhangs on your banks where you can find water going up underneath there, you can put your baits up underneath there and find cats going into spawn to eat that way.
Right. Yeah, my favorite probably would be catfish, using a catfish bobber and rocks.
Okay, and Lisa wants to know what kind of kayak.
It's a Yukon. It's a Lifetime Yukon. It's basically the same one that what is that? Hooked Up. What did he used to be?
Bottom feeder. Oh, Hooked Up. Surf or Fin Finder, Fin Seeker.
No,
that's Fin Seeker TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fin Seeker TV.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one. Basically the same exact layout. But yeah, I mean, him and I talk back and forth about the kayaks and what he's doing, what I'm doing. So, I mean, you can modify those pretty good. I mean, if you think about it before you do it, it's kind of like welding, kind of like what you do, Dan. You got to think about it and kind of diagram it before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't ruin it or you don't do it wrong and water gets in everywhere.
Right. Yeah, so you don't sink yourself before you get 6 feet from the bank, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been fishing out of a kayak?
Not long. Few months.
Oh yeah. Well, I just, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube of people kayak fishing, and I mean, it's cool that you have the versatility to be able to get into tight places, or you can go into wide open places. You've got that option, right. And you have the option of whether you have an oar powered one, a trolling motor, or or pedals, or even the fancy spot lock and auto guide and all that stuff. You have that versatility, and I don't know, me being longer legged, I haven't really put much thought into it. And we have that Bass Raider 10E that's going to get on the water pretty soon. But I like that room to be able to move around. But I know there are a lot of them that say, well, you can stand up without knocking them over, tipping them over.
I'm not going to try that.
That's kind of my worry. So I don't know anything about your kayak. Is yours one like a sit on top or sit in, or
stand sit on top?
Sit on top. Can you stand up?
I haven't tried it yet. I really don't want to.
I can just see that. One of the where it stands up.
If I do, I'll have to have my daughter video it so everybody can see me falling.
Oh, I'm going to want the whole kayak just completely flip over while you.
I'll just take everything off of it first.
I mean, you don't want to end up like who was it? Green Machine Dan flopping off into the water?
No, this would be a lot bigger splash.
Splish splash, we taking a
Like
bath.
Sasquatch throwing a boulder in the lake.
Basically.
So Avid throwing a boulder in the lake.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Steve, or Haz, how's it going?
Mr. Haz,
And we got
Mr.
a in here tonight.
he broke in his new kayak this morning.
That's awesome.
At least in the YouTube live version, I didn't get to see any of that. He talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I get nervous because I'm a bigger guy. So
yeah,
my mobility is I can't turn my neck, so I got to turn my whole upper body to look. Or I just got to kind of feel for something behind me.
Yeah,
see, I'm nervous when I see kayaks. I'm a big guy and I'm a heavy guy, and I see a kayak and I look at me and thinking about me underwater. Nah, I'd capsize the thing.
You probably just stand on it and sink.
Yeah, basically. Because I know most of those kayaks have a weight limit, don't they?
No, some of them do, yeah. Or yeah, they all do.
Some of them do, okay.
Kind of like vehicles. They all have almost, the gross vehicle weight rating. They
pushing that one.
they tell you how much between passenger and luggage or cargo that it can safely have.
I'm 300 pounds and my weight capacity is 350, so
hopefully you're packing tackle light.
Yeah, I am. I'll make sure of that.
Everything I put in that kayak besides me would have to be light.
I don't know. I've thought about, Academy sells they've got two different ones I saw at the store. One was like $250. That was like their entry level fishing one. And then they had another one for, I think, like $350. And I thought about it, but I don't know. I guess I'd try one eventually. I
had one at Walmart that I wanted last year. It was the Ozark Trail something. It's like 500-pound capacity, but they quit selling it. Came out 1 year, and then after that, they quit selling it.
Oh, damn. Well, it sounds like Walmart.
Yeah.
I went to Academy one day and looked at kayaks.
Yeah.
They didn't even have one fishing kayak in there.
The one here, the one in Midwest City, next town over, that's where I saw the ones that they had. They had 2 or 3 different models. I said the cheap one was like $250. If I had it, it'd be something cool to be able to just toss in the back of the truck and go and hop in somewhere.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit easier than that Bass Raider. But that Bass Raider, it's super easy for one person to throw in the back of the truck. You can't just toss it like a kayak. Of course, if you do kayak, you can't toss that sucker. I guarantee that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna play it safe and not be in any boats or kayaks in the bank.
We're gonna have to get a barge out there for Avid to go out on. Guardrail 10. Put a guardrail 10 feet away from the edge.
After watching that last video I've seen on the news, plus what JT was saying about this speedboat doing 70 miles an hour or broadsiding this pontoon boat. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying on the bank.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. So one more question that just kind of came to mind, and then I think I'm going to hop off here and let you guys have it back and bring you back to the main focus of this show tonight.
I'm going to have to go here in a minute.
You're going to have to stay a little bit longer. But you say, whatever you see when you're driving down the road or you see an area that you want to go. Now, is that just, is that a pond or a creek or a lake or just anything? Or
not so much a pond, but like small rivers, maybe a creek.
I guess the
lake.
Since they're privately owned, typically.
Now, are you able to use a cast net where you live for bait?
Yep. So
you're able to catch shad, mooneye, and whatever bait you can with it?
Yeah, I go down to for shad and skipjack. I go down to the White River in Batesville, Arkansas. and below the dam, and I cast net down there for shad and skipjack. I just use jigs basically. I was skipjack fishing and caught a walleye. So I mean, I just do the multiple jigs, about 3 or 4 jigs, and different colors on each jig. So.
All right, guys.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna hop out of here.
Usually it's lakes and rivers.
Awesome. Okay.
All right,
Yeah, I
Dan,
didn't know. I mean,
see you in
a
chat.
lot of people jump off and jump around to different water spots, and yeah, I guess ponds are a lot harder to access because they are on private property typically.
Right.
You can't just jump in and be like, oh, well, there's a pond right there offside the road. Let's see if the guy that owns the property is going to drive by. No, but yeah, it was just some curiosity. No. Anyways, I'm going to hop out of here. I've got to get these fish. One of them's on ice, the other one's in water in a bucket, and I got ice probably melting in the back of the truck. So I'm going to get them on ice, and tomorrow I'll clean them up after I get some good rest. But y'all have a good night. I might be back in the chat.
Don't fall asleep cleaning the fish.
Do what?
But don't fall asleep cleaning the fish.
Nice overnight while you get some rest and let them firm up some.
Oh, yeah. They're going to stay on ice overnight. I ain't messing with them tonight. I'm going to bed or doing whatever the hell. But, yeah. Matt, it was good talking to you. Abid, thank you for bringing me and Randy up. I'm sorry that Randy couldn't stay on long and keep a good signal while he's in the hospital, but the message came across on both sides. So everybody that has helped, everybody that's still possibly going to help, or even sending the word out to anybody they know who might be willing to help. That's a major thing, and that means a lot. So everybody, I just want to thank everybody that has been helpful, that's helped. Tammy says, get a cup of tea and go to bed. She loves you. Still can't believe what you started. Hey, nothing happens if nothing gets started.
Now, this comment here is one reason why I started the trash bag challenge.
What's that one, Abid?
The one I just posted.
Okay. Okay.
Me and David were at the river in Central Arkansas, and there was so much trash there. It would have took not a couple hours, a couple days to get it clean.
Oh, that's horrible.
I was only there for 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that challenge will be going on every month.
Damn. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully.
Change up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everybody's doing a good job and trying to help out. And I saw Snake River got himself 20 pounds, and I know Alicia is picking up trash every chance she gets when she's out. And I pick up trash when I can, when I see it. So hopefully more people are getting after it. Like I said, I wanted to thank everybody, but the deepest thanks, everybody that came in between my live, Stan's live, everybody's live, everybody that was a part of today and will be a part of this thing, this benefit, and just this show of love for Randy and his wife Tammy.
Now, Dan, before you go off,
journey.
one more time for people that just came in.
Okay, sorry, Matt was talking, and say that again.
Can you go through that one more time for people that just came in about the donations?
Okay,
talk
about what I'm planning on doing with it.
Yeah.
Tell the amount that came in and everything, and
no, what? There's a few people that just came in, like Fish and Chicken, everything. A couple of us just came in.
Oh, okay. Get my screen. Just do that. Okay. Yeah, the whole deal is, my proposed deal was that I fished 24 hours, and I announced the total this evening or tonight Just the total of what came in between the time I started and the time I got the truck loaded up and left. Any donations? Any donations that are going to come in, you can keep bringing them in. For the next week, now this is going to be open for as long as, I mean, it's always going to be open to help. But for the next week, I'm going to hang on to what we currently have, and we're going to let this pot build. We're going to let it grow before we get it to Randy. And we're going to let it build for the next week. And I think, Avid, we're good with, since next Sunday's the 1st, letting me pop in for a few minutes to tell where we're at. But that's what the plan is, I believe. Just going to...
Next Sunday night, have you and Randy come in, and you can do the total for a couple minutes. And
yeah, we won't take over the show, but yeah, we'll do a total, give point. But yeah, we'll come in, we'll do that, and then that total, as of that point in time on Sunday night, that's going to be the first round of money that's going to Randy.
Put her in the room.
And then after next weekend, they say anything that comes into me over this next week, unless specified otherwise, which, I'm not asking for anything. If somewhere you feel that maybe I could get something, I'm not asking for anything, but if somewhere in there, specify that. Like I said, Tom offered money to me and Alicia, and we both said this money needs to go to Randy. We just didn't feel it was right because today was their day. So I said, yeah, any point after next, Tammy says go to bed. Any point after next Sunday, just specify that it's for them. And then we'll work on it from there.
all right, thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing and everything you've done. I'm glad I was able to be a little bit of part of it to help raise something.
Yeah, Evan, I really appreciate you being there to be a part of it. You're helping just like Stan, just like everybody has. Stan, everybody that shared me out today on their Facebooks, on YouTube, everybody that shared me every way they can. Like I said earlier, we were getting donations from people who know nothing about. They don't know Randy from a guy walking across the street or his wife, but it's somebody who knows the story and they're wanting to give money. So,
yep, that's what it's about.
Yeah, baby girl. So, yeah, that's the important thing, is just getting this exposure, getting some help out there, because I think he's in a tough spot. He's going to need money for gas expenses and everything else. So I just wanted to head something up that was I can't think of the word again, but yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to try to start something good, take something forward to somebody, and actually that somebody is Randy and Tammy.
Exactly.
They deserve it. And to everybody who has already donated, thank you. I'm not going to sit there
Tammy's trying to giggle right now.
Do what?
Tammy is trying to giggle is what Randy's saying.
That's good. But yeah, I'm not going to specify who gave what and the amounts. I might possibly just put the names out there for who gave donations, but the amounts, that's not important.
All right.
But anyways, you guys all have a good night. Like I said, we ended the 24-hour stream at
actually 29-hour stream, according to you.
Do what?
According to you, I thought you said it was a 29-hour stream.
Well, no, I started at 6:30 and I ended at 6:30.
Okay.
Just after, no, I was up at like noon yesterday.
Did you drop something? Little.
The ball, the dog's over here dropping her ball, wanting me to throw it.
Nice.
Yeah, you know Kate.
Dropping.
You know Kate. Everybody knows Kate. Come here, baby.
Yeah, I know Kate.
Everybody knows Kate. But yeah, so we ended the stream with $994 minus $30, so $964. And
yeah, plus whatever we get up tonight, so that's gonna be
what we get up tonight and what we get over the next week. So
that's gonna be amazing to see what we come up with over next week.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. I'm excited for Randy and Tammy.
Oh, so am I.
Like I said, I can't wait.
It makes your heart feel good that you're able to be a part of something to help someone else that's really in need of it.
Yeah, I can't wait for her to get out of there, and him take her to use some of that money and take her out to a fancy dinner.
Yeah, take her out to a nice dinner and then go home, be able to sit back, relax, have a cold one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Stare at his beautiful wife.
Mm-hmm.
Let her know how beautiful he always has thought she was, and how beautiful she still is to him. And they're going to enjoy.
Well, Tammy, we're not strangers, we're family.
Yeah. No. All right, Randy. Give her a hug for me. Give her a kiss on the forehead. Give her a big hug for the rest of the community. I'm going to hop off of here. I didn't mean to monopolize this.
6 shades of white.
What's that?
You look six shades of white right now.
Yeah, I'm about dead to the world tired, but yeah. So everybody have a good night. I love each and every one of everybody. I appreciate all the help that everybody's giving me or giving this whole benefit. So you guys have a good night, and you might see me in a stream here in a little bit, maybe as I lay down to go to bed. I don't know, but if not, you'll see me tomorrow. Until then, y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.
Have a good night, Dan. Get some rest.
All right, we'll do. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Little quick.
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
I know. Just before you go, what would your best advice for beginning in catfishing be?
Don't worry about what everybody else has. You know, do what you're comfortable with. Get what you're comfortable with. Get what you can afford. Get what is best for you, not what is best for somebody else that's not even going to be there.
Okay.
You might see these people with, all this fancy equipment and everything. That's something to build on. That is a goal to get that. That you don't shoot for that right away. Just get what you can, do what you can.
All right. Before you leave, Randy, you guys are loved. You're cared for, and we're gonna close out with prayer for Randy and Tammy again tonight. So if everybody can give a moment of silence for this prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you. We lift our brother Randy and his wife Tammy up to you and into your loving arms. We thank you for them in this catfish community as brothers and his wife, that you heal Tammy, that you make her whole again, Father. We thank you that you bless them and you lead them, you guide them, and you help them, Father. Minister to them both right now as a rough patch of road that they're going through. Walk with them, lead them, and guide them. Father, we thank you for everybody else out there that are sick as well, that you minister to them and you heal them, Father. And in your Son's precious and mighty name, Christ Jesus, amen.
Amen.
I haven't done that in a while.
Oh yes, and Abbott, I would suggest not to drop your phone in the water while on a live.
Oh, you've done that?
Yep.
What kind of phone did you drop in the water?
It was a Oukitel Android 10. I won it in a live stream, or I won it from Clint Circle Oak Productions.
Oukitel 10? Is that like a little cheap phone or something, or what?
No, it is not a cheap phone.
It's not something like this one, is it?
No, it's this thing was basically rugged, dust-proof, supposedly waterproof, but that was proven not true. But yeah, it's very rugged.
Oh,
Very
this
rugged.
one's rugged because it has an otter bicep on the outside of it.
Oh, this thing didn't even need a case. It was basically in a case when it was made. So, but I appreciate you bringing me on here, brother. I would love watching your live streams, and
I know we have 98 subscribers, but if we can get 2 more people over there to get you to 100, that'd be great. If I can get someone, a mod in chat to post his link.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I love that. But you know, I like supporting everybody. You know?
Yeah, but it's good that we support you too.
Right. So it'll get there. I don't rush it.
You're only one away.
Awesome.
You're only 1 subscriber away. So all we need is 1 more.
Aw, J-Dog, you said the S word.
All right, he's forgiven.
David, I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. That'd be awesome, but it's okay. I'll just take a bunch of pictures. So, all right, brother. I appreciate you. And J-Dog.
J-Dog's asking, is that a bad word?
You can't say that in a live stream.
Well, I didn't see what he said.
Subbed.
Oh. I don't say it in the live stream, but they can, but I just use a different word. J-Dog, it's because YouTube looks for something like that. If it's repeatedly said in chat, consider it like someone's fishing for more subscribers and stuff.
Yeah. Oh. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody coming in. I will talk to everybody later. Or see you all later.
I'll see you later in chat, and thank you for coming up. We'll have to do this again.
Yes,
next time will be more about you instead of the situation we had.
Oh no, Avid, that's more important than I am, anyway. So I mean, that's above me and beyond me. So.
I will always do this every time because I care about people like that, and that's the catfish community.
Right.
I don't mean to step on anybody else's toes when I do that. It's just something in my heart.
Right. All right, well, everybody have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night. We'll do this again.
All
right. Girls, gals fishing. Wow. Real gals, we got to get your numbers up. So, anybody have any questions for me? I doubt that one. Real gals, are you on Facebook? I like you. You said a while back that you didn't want to fish with me, but your wife did. Message me, okay? Under Avid Fisherman. We are doing this next Sunday for an update. And next Sunday, we will have a guest on here that will be Sunfish Assassin. So if no one has any questions or want to come up and chat for a minute, let me know or I'll drop the link. If not, I'll call it a night. Because I can drop a link in here if you guys, one of you guys want to come up and chat for a minute. No comment, JD. I ain't going to comment on that one. Who are you fishing with, JD? Because it's a PG show right now. Good night, Fishing for Freedom. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and a thumbs up so you know when I'm live again and you can come in and watch my lives. I want to go live fishing. You can watch me go live. Watch any videos I post. So with that being said, everybody, good night. Tight lines and sweet dreams. And please keep Randy and Tammy in your thoughts and prayers. Good night, everybody.